Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord! To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. And the Lord hath sent unto you all his servants the prophets, rising early and sending, but ye have not hearkened, nor inclined your ear to hear.
Baruch 2 and 30, future prophecy, it happened. Pulling my people out of these churches, bake head and they clapping. Preacher line, getting money, bro, we call it trapping. Son of man, yeah, how was shot, bro, he gon' be snapping. Told us who we are, now we know we read that. Told us who we are, now we know we read that. We build them back and build them up, where the tribes at. Our precious people unto God, they never told you that. Told us who we are, now we know we read that. Told us who we are, now we know we read that. We build them back and build them up, where the tribes at. Our precious people unto God, they never told you that. Told us who we are, now we know we read that. Told us who we are, now we know we read that.
What'd you say, brother?
Pamphlet, like you give me this pamphlet?
Uh-huh.
Why don't you make a pamphlet out of that? She's on the run to here.
Yeah, you're definitely right. There's so many different ways that we can reach our people. Might be able to do one of them. Yes, sir, to educate. Do you have any questions so far, brother?
What's up?
Do you have any questions so far about the Bible?
This is what I gotta say.
Okay.
One day, I was drunk. I was 14 years old.
Uh-huh.
In Compton, I'm from Compton. Somebody yelled, yeah, or something.
I've been there.
I'm joking. But I woke up and I was at a friend's house. And then I look at her. Come here, look, I want you to hear this. And
Hey, brother, don't go nowhere, man. Come learn about your history real quick, man. Give me 2 minutes.
come here. I look at it. I'm 14 years old, 15 years old, and I look at the image of God. And I go, wait a minute. This is not God. They've been lying to me all this time. I was 15 years old, 14 years old.
So what color is Christ then, if you don't mind me asking?
To me, he's a spirit. Bring it out.
Spirit. I'm gonna bring it out to you.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Hey, finish. This is my point. Hey, dude.
I'm listening to you, right? Keep going, I'm listening to you.
This is my point. The point is that I, in my heart, I thought all this time I've been lied to. It's because who's on top. Whoever's on top, they put the image.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
But brother, this is what I'm trying to show you though, right? Give me
Tell me that.
I think it's second Maccabees.
To me, he's not a
3 or 42, I want to say 3 48, I want to say.
He's God.
First Maccabees. First Maccabees.
So you understand what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, brother. Because look, this is what you talking about right here, right? This is the image that they gave us, right? But I'm going to show you that Christ is actually a man that walked the earth, right? Read this real quick.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Do you know what revelation means, brother?
Yeah, real things.
Revelation means to reveal, right?
That's right.
So it says the revelation of Jesus Christ, the revealing of what Christ looked like. Read on.
Which God gave unto him to show it unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Because guess what? Like he said, when we went into slavery, or the northern tribe went to slavery in 1492, when they gave us this image, they took everything away from us. Our heritage, how the way we spoke, how the way we talked, how the way we dealt with each other. So my thing is, in order to fool the nation, you got to give them something else to believe, right? Yeah. So Christ knew this was going to happen, so he had to be written down. Read on.
And he sent and sanctified.
He said he did what?
Sent and signified.
When it's being signified, that means getting the prep of approval, right? Read on.
By his angel unto his servant John.
So he was given unto John, so that way John could be able to prove everything. So I'm going to show you actually what Christ looked like. Because is this Christ, brother? No. This Christ? No, it's not. I'm going to show you what Christ looked like. Jump down to 13. Read this real quick.
Verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment.
Clothed with a what?
With a garment.
You see what the brothers got on right now? This is what Christ wore. He wore a garment. This is what part of our heritage. Read on.
Down to the foot.
Down to the what?
To the foot.
So it lets you know that Christ had a body. Read on.
His girt and girt about the paps with a golden goal.
So basically just say he had like a golden belt. So you know how we step out to the club and see, you know, we be looking fresh. Christ had the same thing on, looking good and everything. Read on.
his head and his hair
It said his head and his hair. Now, you got to hear closely to this. Read on.
were white like wool.
Well, what?
White like wool.
It says white like wool, right?
Yes.
What nation of people got woolly hair, brother? So-called blacks, right? And you got some of our Mexican brothers down there, right? You got woolly hair and everything. It says white like wool, because guess what? When our brothers start getting up in age, when they start showing their wisdom, their hair turn gray, but it shows white. So this person right here, who they depict as Jesus Christ, he got stringy dog hair, brother. So that's strike one against him. Let's read on.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And it says his eyes were flame as fire, right? So anytime that our brothers and sisters drink, what happened to our eyes? They get a little bit red, right? When we drink a little bit, right? Do you think his eyes turn that color? Nope. That's strike two against the devil. Read on.
And his feet,
And his what?
and his feet,
Okay.
like unto fine brass.
It said, and his feet. So you know, back in the day, they used to wear sandals, right? So if you look at the color of your feet, it's gonna be the same color as the rest of your body, right? So he says, unto like fine brass. Can you tell me what color brass is, brother?
Dark.
What color is it though? Dark what?
Black.
Like brown, right?
Black.
Brown, right? You agree, brother? Read on.
As if they burn in a furnace.
As if they what?
Burn in a furnace.
So if you put that penny in the furnace, what color is gonna be then? It's gonna be black, right? Like you were saying earlier. So Christ was a dark-skinned black man that walked the earth. He wasn't this devil right here. Is there more on that? Read on.
Yeah. And his voice as the sound of many waters.
So it was just basically saying that Christ had a deep voice. So anytime that he spoke, the people out there could hear him. So my thing is, the reason why we are in this condition, and a lot of people think that this is Christ, which is a lie, because this is what happened in our Greek captivity. Read this for me real quick, out.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 47, it's like 48. And lay open the book of the law, wherein the heathens has sought to paint the likeness of their images.
So during that time, when the Roman Catholic was in power, they opened our books, right? Took everything that they could out of it that could identify us and basically paint their likeness. So instead of giving you a black man, they gave you this devil right here. Or this picture right here, which they should show you or tell you that you be a so-called African American, right, brother? They give you this and tell you this is where you're from. This is not who we descend from as a nation of people. So everything that we done, everything that we did, they took our books and painted over it.
That's
They
right.
destroyed it. They burned everything. So if you have no record of who you are, and they telling you who you are, then who you gonna believe? You gonna believe them, right? Because
That's
they're
right.
feeding you your history. So let me ask you a quick question, brother. How did the so-called black man come over here in 1619? What transportation did they use to bring us over here, brother? What transportation did they use? You don't know? Boat, right? Did you know that was prophesied in the Bible 3,000 years ago that was going to happen to our people, that was going to come over here? Let me break it out to you just real quick. Okay, I'm gonna let him read to you while you walk away. All right, just hear it while you walk away. Read this real quick, God.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Listen to this, brother.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ship.
What happened to us in 1619?
With ship.
With ships, brother. So Egypt just means bondage, because that's what the children of Israel was under Pharaoh. They was in slavery. So at the time, Egypt wasn't even his real name. So Egypt just means bondage, brother. So remember that. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. So that's what happened, brother. They took our image and everything and wiped our history, brother. So my thing is, what can we do to get ourselves out of this condition? Did the brother explain to you? What do we need to do? I'm going to tell you real quick. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15, because this is the condition why we got ourselves into. Whoever get there first. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. I'm going to show you real quick. You got that for me? Read this real quick.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou would not hearken,
It will not what?
hearken,
Because this is what we have, or our people love to do. We don't like to listen, right?
Yeah.
We are stubborn. You know, when we think we right all the time, we don't like listen to each other and taking advice. So the Most High God said, we will not hearken, read on,
unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
unto the voice of the Lord thy God, unto him, or actually be able to take the time out and read this book. Because let me ask you a quick question. When the last time you read this book, brother?
Like 6 months.
It's been a minute, right?
Psalms. I like Psalms.
Right, but it's been a minute though, right? You know, this is what our people like to do. We'll read it a little bit, then we'll sit it down, come back maybe a couple months, but we need to be reading this daily though, brother, because this is how we're going to get our feeding and get out this condition that we in. But read on.
To observe.
To observe, right? That means to obey, right? Read on.
To do.
To do, that means to put forth action. Because if I tell you I love you all day long, but I'm going around talking behind your back, slapping you in your face, which one you going to believe? You going to believe my words or my actions?
Actions?
Right. That's what the Most High God wants from us. We are weighed by our actions, right? That's 1 Kings 23, I believe.
Way by action.
I think it is. Yeah, verse 17. Can you bring it out for me? Read on.
All his commandments.
What?
All his commandments.
All his commandments, brother. So we should be observing, obeying all his commandments, brother. Not some of them, not the first 10, but all of them, brother. Because let me ask you, how many commandments are there? How many commandments was you taught?
10.
You was taught 10, right? But in reality, there's actually 613 laws, statutes, commandments divided between the man, the woman, and the child. So my thing, I'm going to give you one real quick. Give me Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5. 21, verse 5. I'm going to just show you a quick commandment. And let me bring this out real quick.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2, verse 3. Talk no more seemly proud.
Because this is what our people love to do all day long. We like to talk, but not put forth the action, right? Read on.
Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
Man, once we get puffed up, it's hard to bring us down. Read on.
For the Lord is a God of knowledge.
Well, he is what?
He is a God of knowledge.
We have to understand, right? God knows everything. He gonna know when you're gonna do your next move. He gonna know what you're gonna do 10 years from now, right?
That's right.
So he's a God of knowledge. He knows everything. Read on.
And by him, actions are weighed.
And what? Read that one more time.
And by him, actions are weighed.
Actions are weighed, brother. We can't be going around telling people we do this and do that and act like we the biggest, the baddest thing in the hood, but then when our actions or our rap sheet comes up with it and it don't match up, they gonna start talking about you. So the Most High God, he go by actions instead of words.
That's right.
Now let's go over here real quick. Read this real quick, guys.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 5.
So this is another law that's not in the 10. I'm gonna show you real quick. Read this real quick.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
So a lot of our people during back in the time when they was enslaved under Pharaoh, they would shave their head bald to mourn the dead, right? So that's not part of our custom. If we're going bald, that's different. That's okay by the Most High God. But if we just shaving it off like Michael Jordan or Charles Barkley and Shaq, we shouldn't be doing that because that's not our custom. Read on.
Neither shall they shave off the corners of their beard.
Because back then, you know, during slavery, when they shave off our beard, what would they call us, brother? They would call us boy, right? They would call us boy, right? When they would shave off our beard, right? Your beard shows you as or establishes you as a man.
That's right.
So by they doing that, they used to embarrass us back in the day. So that's why we should not be shaving off his beard, because only 2 people in this world can grow a beard. That's a woman and little kids. Read on.
Nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
And that's just going by saying that we shouldn't be putting tattoos on our body. You know, some of our brothers may have tattoos back in the day, but they repented for that though. You know what I'm saying, brother? So that's just a law of the Most High God that's actually showing you there's actually more than 10. So give me, let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15, finish that out real quick.
How do you know all this?
What you say, brother?
How old are you?
How old am I? I'm 26.
Man, you know a lot of stuff.
Nah, man, I had to study, man. This come with time. This come with patience, but I'm gonna bring up the next teacher.
Hey, he's your dad or what?
Nah, man. But this brother right here, he taught us though. You gotta find somebody that's gonna teach you in the righteous matter. Come.
Good, hey, I'm proud of you, man.
No, I appreciate you that,
With all
brother.
due respect.
Can you give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, 15? I'm gonna finish that out real quick. You about to leave, brother? Hey, man, you gotta start coming gather with us. Give me Hebrews 10 to 25 real quick. I'm gonna give you this one last scripture before you leave. And give me,
I'm impressed by you.
15 to
You're
25.
young and you're gifted.
Oh, no, brother, it takes time. You gotta study. That's why you gotta come around your people. Because my thing is, you can get this knowledge too if you come around, though.
That's right.
That's all it takes by studying and being around like-minded people that want to keep God's law, statutes, and commandments. Read this real quick.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10,
verse 25.
Yes, sir.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is.
So, brother, we should be forsaking the assemblies because guess what? A lot of our people do. Read on.
But exhorting one another.
But doing what?
Exhorting one another.
So if you come, build with us, brother. We're here to build you up, brother. That's all we're here to do, man. To get you out this mindset and build you in a kingdom prepared mindset. Read on.
And so much the more as ye see the day approaching.
As you see the day approaching, we're just preparing, brother. And on that note, we'll bring up the next teacher. Shalom.